The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go here on Monday night. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. He's inside the 35. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Makes the score Lions 7, Buccaneers nothing. Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
And he will score. Chris Godwin, touchdown Buccaneers. His first touchdown of the new campaign. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Detroit.
First down, Lions. From
the gun, here's Gibbs. And And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll throw out of the gun. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and
he's got his big tight end, Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Hey, alert 33.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Time will run out on him as he's taken down.
By Aiden Hutchinson. A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. And in motion is Brown. He'll drop to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
9-yard gain on the play. 3rd down.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Run. Watch out!
On 1st down, here's Irving. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's taken down on what should be the... First and 10. They send Godwin in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Buccaneers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. The big defensive lineman, Vita Vea, on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Lions first down.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Lions going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards away. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And the score remains level. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A give. This is Irving. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. Third down coming up. Baker to throw. That one complete. It's the tight end, Otten. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
They get 18 on the pitch and catch. It's a first down for Tampa Bay. On the handoff, it's Irving. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. To throw is Mayfield. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll look to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he'll take it on in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. That his second touchdown tonight. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On first down is Mayfield. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down. Now Mayfield. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Bucky Irving. And third down coming up.
Real.
Now Mayfield. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
That is brought in at the 10. And he is going to be out of bounds. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal. Throwing is Mayfield. Now he takes off.
While he was running away from the pocket, Mike, I was wondering, was he going to just throw that one away or try to make something out of nothing? Give him credit. He does a nice job picking up some positive yardage before he's forced to go out of bounds.
Ball is at the 8 for second and goal. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. There he goes. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown Buccaneers. McLaughlin good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers go up by 7. 28-21. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half as that one's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Lions 21.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Irving. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
It's a gain there of 26 yards. They'll go again here with Irving. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Second down throw for Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he will get into the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. McLaughlin good on the extra point. And the Bucs will extend this third quarter lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for David Montgomery. Not much there, maybe a yard. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Returnable from the 17. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run it. It's Irving. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Down the field, it's Evans. There he goes again. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now, faking the give. That'll be intercepted. He gets free. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Buccaneers are going to extend their lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catchability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. On the ground, it's Irving. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Right back to Irving. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs. Back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Going up top for Evans. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bucs add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They hand it to Gibbs. He's inside the 30. And he's going to go all the way for the touchdown. But hold everything. There's a flag way back on the other side of the field. And this one is going to get wiped away. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Lions.
They'll look to throw yet again. A pass complete to Noah Brown. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. So we are through 3.
With the score.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
He'll get that into the hands of Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll go right and find his running back. And he will power his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. The PAT, up and good. And the Lions are able to edge a bit closer.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. They'll run with Irving. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down.
First down 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Able to make like one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. He'll get about 3, and that's gonna lead to third down. Third down and 9.
Done.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And this is not what they were hoping for. He is out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. And he's on to punt for just the second time in this game. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Back to 60.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with the lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Irving. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
King. Set. Watch out.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 18-yard line.
Watch out.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Third and long.
Pistol.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. They're going to go jet sweep on 3rd down. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
Looking to create a little spark here on 3rd down. They go to the jet sweep. It can tend to be a little bit of an all-or-nothing type play, and when the defense sniffs it out, you make yourself susceptible to a loss, just like we saw here.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Set.
That's Palmer, the man in motion.
Watch out.
A give. This is Irving. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.